Hello, good afternoon, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Good morning, good evening, good day. Welcome to another episode. And today we will be talking about the Reggae Boys again. I feel as if we've been sounding like a broken record these past couple of days, and primarily because there's been back and forth between the Reggae Boy captain Andre Blake and Rudolph Speid, who is a prominent member of the Jamaica Football Federation. Now, before I go any further, remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. If you have any comments, any feedback, any views that you want to share, please leave it in the comment section as well. We'll be more than happy to address those. Let me say a big shout out to my sponsors, Quicklink Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. Quicklink Shipping, anything you need whatsoever shipped into the island, they have you covered. You can call them at telephone number 876-454-1979. Again, Quicklink Shipping, anything you need whatsoever shipped into the island, whether you're shopping on Amazon, eBay, all those popular shopping websites, you can have your items shipped into Jamaica at Best Buy, Walmart, you name it. Have your items shipped into Jamaica through Quicklink Shipping. Telephone number 876-454-1979. And as we'll be talking about the Reggae Boys, RS Sports Store, they have the best deals on your sporting jerseys and apparel. You can check them out as well on Instagram or on Facebook at RS Sports Store. All right, now again, we'll be talking about Rudolph Speid, and he came out and he basically defended himself to the comments that were made by Andre Blake on Monday of this week. I think it was. The weeks are going so fast these days, but he deemed Andre Blake's comments as reckless and careless. Now, I'll read the article, and this article was published in the Jamaica Observer. All right. Speid responds to Reggae Boys captain comments about squad exclusion, clarifies technical committee's role. All right. So, Jamaica Football Federation, JFF Technical and Development Committee TDC Chairman Rudolph Speid says the decision to leave captain Andre Blake out of the Reggae Boys squad for an international friendly later this month was neither his nor his committee's. Jamaica faces Argentina at Red Bull Arena in New Jersey on September 27, and Blake, the team's captain and most experienced goalkeeper, was the most notable omission from the squad. He told the Jamaica Observer on Monday that he was surprised at the exclusion, especially as he's not injured, and said that Speid could probably give an explanation, suggesting that the administrator is involved in the selection process. Now, we spoke about Blake's comments a couple of days ago. I think we even spoke about it last evening, where he pointed the interviewer to Rudolph Speid. And Rudolph Speid, he has been operating behind the scenes. He plays a significant role in a lot of the decisions that are being he plays a significant role in a lot of the decisions that are being made behind the scenes. But we'll continue. And we'll break it down after the video is completed. Welcome, Stefan Wright. Welcome to the channel. But Speid is offended by the comments. We are the monitoring group and we're not involved in the operations regarding team selection and tactical decisions. So for Blake to say that I am the one who picks the team as well as the selection committee is disingenuous, Speid told the Observer. He knows better and he's careless and reckless to say that. Speid says none of the Reggae Boys' previous coaches, regardless of the differences they may have had with the TDC, have ever been able to say players were selected on their behalf. I don't even go to national training sessions, he said, because I have a club, which is Cavalier, and I lend expertise to the Jamaica Football Federation. People may think that I would have undue influence. I try to ensure that's not present with any of the coaches or anyone for that matter. Speid says, should a situation arise where a coach was not fully in control of the selection of the team, that coach is fully at fault. Now, with the Jamaica Football Federation, I have to disagree with Rudolph Speid in that regard, because we know how the federation operates. We know how the federation goes about its business. So I don't agree with that, to say the coach is at fault for that bit. Gail Miller Grant, Speid is a Miller. I don't want to hear anything from him. We'll try and get an interview with him, as a matter of fact. I'll try and get an interview with him. I'll make some calls and see if I can get him on the program, because a lot of these questions need to be answered. And I know he's been on a number of other platforms Probably they sugarcoated, probably they pamper him a bit, but we'll try and get him on here so we can ask him the tough questions. All right. Now, the technical committee is an advisory and supervisory committee. JFF board said we advise the board anything it votes on or agrees to, we monitor its progress in its entirety. I serve on the board, but I have no vote. So that means when we recommend anything, I don't even vote on it. That is as far as our powers go. It is not the first time that it has been suggested that parties other than the head coach have influence on the team selection. Former national assistant coach Bradley Stewart said after Jamaica's 3-0 loss to Panama in FIFA World Cup qualifying match at the National Stadium in September last year, the 8 changes made to the team for the game was uncharacteristic of then head coach Theodore Whitmore. I personally don't think that he was fully in charge of the team for the last game, because you have to be crazy to change a team that drastically, Stewart said. Now, this is someone already coming out to basically diminish the credence to the statement that Rudolph Speid made, that the technical committee or no one outside the coach has influence on the team that is selected. There was no coach present, so I am not at a loss as to who selected this squad, if not the TDC, Stefan Cho. So we just appointed a manager. A couple of hours ago, the announcement was made. So who then? The assistant coach? Who is the acting coach? So Paul Hall has already gone through the door. So we're currently in a vacuum as things stand now until the new manager comes in, assesses the players. So that's a good question, Stefan Wright. Who then selected these set of players? But Speid says comments like these are born out of lack of information about the JFF's operation. Well, provide us with the information then, Speid. Provide us with the information. We want to hear the information as to how these processes are gone about, how they are arrived at. All right. Speid says the TDC does, however, play a key role in making recommendation on the selection of head coach at all levels of the national program, including the new head coach with the JFF plans to unveil on Friday. Editor's note, goalkeeper Andre Blake said the questions about his exclusion from the Jamaica national team to face should be posed. Yeah, okay. So we addressed that. Speid are the worst man in Jamaica football, lie, thief, spiteful. No, I am led to believe that Rudolph Speid, he's possibly up for a big position in the coming months. So keep an eye out for that. We've heard in the pipelines that he's definitely a significant player behind the scenes. He's one of the key members of the selection processes. That's what's been circulating in the pipelines. And again, I may not be privy to some of the information of the other individuals who are doing Reggae Boys commentary. Big up Simon Preston, big up Ryan LFC. But as a fan, I can share based on the information that is presented to me, and based on the information that Rudolph Speid presented to Jamaica Observer, I am led to believe the statements made are disingenuous if he says anyone outside of the coach who selects the team, the coach is at fault. I cannot agree with that, because we know how the situation is with the Jamaica Football Federation. We know how they go about their business. And even in this current crop of players, there are only 3 local-based players. All right, there are only 3 local-based players in this current crop of players that will be facing Argentina. So again, who selected these? Who selected these players? We have players who are based in the United States. We have majority of the players who are based in England. I think as much as 12 players or whatnot. But who selected them? And Earl Tracy did a video yesterday where he alluded to the players who were left out as bad eggs, quote unquote. And I don't want to go as far as to say they're bad eggs, because I'm not privy to what happens behind the scenes. But I think so something is wrong with the squad. No, I don't have anything. Travis, I think this is a very good squad. I think this is a very good squad. I'm just presenting the information that was published in the Observer, because Andre Blake, when asked about his omission on Monday, he directed the interviewer to Rudolph Speid. right? And I think I said Mike Ricketts in one of my previous videos, so I apologize for that. I'll add the correction note in the description. Keep saying Mike Ricketts, why? Anyway, so he pointed to Rudolph Speid. No, Rudolph Speid, because the interviewer was pointed to him, naturally the interviewer went to Rudolph Speid for his comments, and these were the comments that he gave. All right, now I might and again, I think him saying Andre Blake's assertions were careless and reckless, I can't agree with that, because Andre Blake must have some information to basically say what he said. And again, it's not doing any good for his relationship with the Jamaica Football Federation as things stand now. So what happened to the man them in there were injured and can't play? I don't know who's injured. I think on paper it's a good squad. I'd love to see Ethan Pinnock as a part of it. We know Ethan Pinnock is injured. Liam Moore, he's injured as well. Andre Blake is the best goalkeeper in CONCACAF, but he's not there. But considering the circumstances, it's a relatively good squad. And I think that must have been part of the agreement to field the strongest possible squad. And I think had Andre Blake not come out and make the statement, he would have been a part of this squad. But also, based on Oral Tracy's statement, there may possibly be a revamp happening where they're removing the bad eggs or the bad apples, however way you want to put it. Damian Lowe, however, he's still among this setup. So we know he's very vocal. We know he is one of those individuals who makes his voice heard. So we're yet to see how that one plays out. Sidella Marley, he pointed to, she pointed to a possible boycott. Let's see if that materializes. I hope not. I hate to see when the football is being held hostage, and I hope it doesn't boil down to that. But back to Rudolph Speid's comment. I think that the comment, it's basically wind. It's just him saying something for the sake of saying something. And I think in this particular instance, Andre Blake may possibly be onto something. And him coming out and saying Andre Blake's statement was reckless and careless, and he should know better. I think he knows something, and that's why he is pointing the interviewers to Rudolph Speid. But I'm curious to hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. No player don't own the national team, local, born, or overseas. As far as I say, I agree. No player, they don't own it. But based on the selection, based on the selections, we know the trend that's been happening over the past couple of years, where there's been a divide. Sometimes there is surplus of foreign-based players. Some folks aren't happy with some players. I think at one point there was even a divide in the dressing room between foreign-based players and local-based players, and not only necessarily foreign-based, but Jamaican players and players who are of English descent. But curious to hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. Again, I won't keep you guys too long. This is just a quick update as to what's happening between Andre Blake and Rudolph Speid. We may possibly see Rudolph Speid as the president of the Jamaica Football Federation in a couple of years' time. But let's keep an eye on that. Let's keep a close watch on that, because where there's smoke, there's usually fire. All right, so take care of yourself, folks. Enjoy what's left of your day. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Halftime TV saying peace out. Have a wonderful day.